All right, so welcome to another video. Today what we're going to do is we're going to take a look at how to make $2,000 a month with the wheel strategy on Draftkings or DKNG. That's the stock, by the way. So what I want to do first is break down the wheel strategy. And one of the reasons we're taking a look at the wheel strategy is because right now what we've got going on is we just launched and launching right now the wheel strategy profits course. So you can take a look at this on our website. Just go to tradersfly.com and you can take a look at it. It'll link you up directly to that course on our Rise to Learn website, and you can learn more about this course. It's got a ton of videos on about 20 hours of material and tons of great knowledge and information about the wheel strategy. So first off, let's go ahead and take a look at the wheel strategy and how it kind of works, at least on the basic surface of it. Now, when we look at the wheel strategy, I want to share with you just the basic concept. So first off, the reason why it's called the wheel strategy is, first off, you buy a stock, okay? After you buy a stock, what you do is you sell a call. So how does this work and why do you do this? Well, buying a stock is like buying a property or buying a house. And then when you sell a call, you're renting out your stock or pre-selling it. And for pre-selling it or renting it out, in other words, you get some money. Let's say it's $40 for every 100 shares. It could be $200 for every 100 shares, but you're getting some kind of income for this. Eventually, it may take multiple months or multiple weeks for you to lose the stock. So you lose the stock, okay, because you pre-sold it at a higher price and you get paid to wait for that price to come to you. And then what you do is you sell a put to get the stock. So then you get stock, which is very similar to buying the stock. And that's why it's kind of a wheel strategy. And then once you have that stock, you go ahead and sell the call again. Now, I'm going to run you through this part of the wheel strategy right here, right now. So that way you can see how do you actually make the $2,000 a month on DKNG. So first thing what we've got to do is we've got to get the stock, and then we're going to go ahead and sell the call. So part one is we go ahead and look at buy a stock you believe in or think will go up or is stable. Now, there's a lot of different ways to do this and to find these things, and that's kind of beyond the scope of this video because on YouTube we just do a little bit quicker videos, but on the course, if you take a look at that, it's much more in-depth and in detail. So anyway, we already picked the stock. We're going to go with DKNG, and we already know we want to go ahead and get this stock. So first things we're going to do is we're going to go and buy 100 shares. So I'm going to right click the price. This is on the Thinkorswim, buy. Then that'll show me, hey, I'm buying 10 shares of DKNG, and I'm going to switch it to 100, okay? And I'm going to buy it at this price, confirm and send, and I will send it off. And it's kind of working, and you can see there it is. It got filled. So we'll go to the monitor tab, and you can see filled orders by DKNG. And now I have in here all the orders that I filled. DKNG is down here. So you can see I got 100 shares. And then it's up $1.50 now, not a big deal. Okay, so the next step is, okay, so now that we've got a stock is, I'm gonna go ahead and do step two. Step two is check the expected move to see how far that stock may move. Okay, so the expected move, depending on the date we wanna sell on, is September 8th, which is 8 days from now. Now you're gonna be watching this video later. In 8 days, we expect that stock to move about $1.50. That's one standard deviation. So I might just sell. Here's our strikes. These strikes is where I want to sell the stock. Remember, I bought that stock around $30.21. $30.21. I'm going to sell it or pre-sell it at $31. So it's just a little bit higher. And for waiting, I make about 40 bucks. Okay, so 40 bucks. If the stock doesn't even move, I make 40 bucks. Okay, so what I can do is click this. I'm going to sell that call. I can analyze it. Okay, so now my next and third step is to sell this call against my stock and collect my income. So what I've got is, if this stock stands still here, okay, I make 40 bucks. So here's the breakdown. Okay, if it stands still, I make the $39. If it goes up, I make the stock profit plus the premium, which is the income. If it goes up a lot, that's what I make. If it goes down, well, the value of it goes down, but at least I make the $40 here of the income. So then I can slowly pay off the stock. So if it goes up and I bought the stock at 30.21, Well, I'm selling it and pre-selling it at $31. So that's about, what was that, 79 cents? So I make $79, okay, plus I make the $38 over here, okay? So by doing that, I collect a certain amount of money. Okay, I do the 79 plus 38. Let's do the calculation, or you could just look right up here at the top. It'll give you $119. Okay, so if you look to that left right there, $119. So now I sell that call. I'll just double click it and send it off. So I'm going to go in there and then we'll sell that call. And that will complete that order. So now I've got that order completed and I've got $122 that I can make. So in order for me to actually pull in $2,000 a month, how many of these would I have to make or do? Well, there's a simple approach. You can right click, and I pre-did this ahead of time so that way the title makes sense. I will buy covered stock, and you can do it as one order where you're buying 100 shares of stock and selling the call right there. And I can analyze this trade. And the way that I did this was I said, okay, well, I'm going to go ahead and do right here 4 of these, which means 5 in total. And I will send these off. And now I'll have 500 shares and 5 calls that I'm selling against the stock. So it may take a minute to get filled here, so the order is working. If it doesn't, cancel and replace, fix the position, and then resend it in, and then you may get filled. Okay, so once this gets filled, we'll see when it takes. From this, I should make about $400 to $500. Let's push it a little bit faster. There it is. Actually got filled. So now I should make about $578. But this is every 8 days because this option expires, okay, in about 8 days. And if that stock reaches that price, okay, I should make about $578. And this is why I said, look, if you do this every 8 days, you'll make about 578 times 4. You do it per month. So, well, let's do the calculation. 578 times 4, you'll make about $2,312. Now, realistically, that may not work out because, okay, well, now what happens is what if you have some losses? So in order for you to actually hit a $2,000 a month segment that actually makes sense, you may need to do a little bit more contracts. Now, I wanted to do this to show you the math because you will have some losses in there. It's not going to be perfect every time. So instead of selling 500, you may actually need to go in and do a little bit more. You might need to aim for maybe $800. So $800 per kind of a week or every 8 days. And that would allow you to maybe have some losses in there as well. And even if the stock doesn't move, you might only make about $200 or so, because then what you're doing is you're collecting 40 cents, 40 cents, 40 cents times a few additional contracts. So this is how you start actually looking at collecting an income from this as a business. So even if the stock doesn't move, I can make $295. That's the power behind it. So I'm making $200, $200, or $300 almost per week. $300 times about 4, that's about $1,200. But this is where, hey, you know, you're probably going to have some losses because you're selling, pre-selling the stock, and now we're trying to make about $810. $810 times what is that, 4 weeks? So you get about $3,200. So if you have some losses in there, which you probably will, that may get you to about $2,000 a month. So that's what I wanted to share with you to show you kind of this wheel strategy. And this is what we talk about in this wheel area for this course. So I highly encourage you to do that. Check it out. We've got our, back to school sale, and you can take a look at this course and material. It's got a ton of training in there, 22 hours worth. Just head on over to our website at tradersfly.com and it'll link you right up to that wheel strategy. So really encourage you to do that. There's also a ton of jump starting courses that we have on our other website, tradingwebinars.co. It's absolutely free. So hope you found this video helpful to give you an idea on how this works in building a kind of a weekly or monthly income for yourself using the wheel strategy. So thanks for joining me. If you have questions, feel free to reach out on our website and I'll be happy to answer them. So I'll see you there in the next video. Take care.